educational skills and happens in the first 3 years of a child's life. Genomic research is starting to discover that people with autism share the same genetic traits as individuals with ADHD, bipolar disorder, or clinical depression. No two people with autism will have the same symptoms. If the symptoms are not severe, the person with ASD may seem socially clumsy, sometimes offensive in his or her comments, or out of sync with everyone else.
Here's a little more about autism. If the symptoms of an autism child are more severe, the person may not seem to be interested in other people at all. If the symptoms are not severe, an autism person can be taught that eye contact is very important and they will always remember to look at someone's eyes. Children with autism do not like to be touched, especially when it is not anticipated.
My name is Jacob, and this is also some more information on the topic of autism. People with autism also find sudden loud noises unpleasant and shocking. The higher the severity of autism, the higher the speaking skills are affected. A person with autism will develop social and language skills slower than normal people. It is not uncommon for people with autism to have tics, which are physical movements that can be jerky.
I'm Jack, and I'm just going to talk about some ways that autism can be increased. Alright, one way is influenza during pregnancy. This doubles the risk for an autism child. Another is if the mother has a persistent fever during pregnancy, and if it lasted for at least 1 week, it triples the risk of autism for the child. Another one is antibiotic usage during pregnancy. This slightly raises the risk. And some more are parents with bipolar disorder. And this is a child whose parent, brother, or sister has been diagnosed with bipolar disorder, has a high risk of being diagnosed with autism. And another way is if you have an older father, and if the father is older during conception, there is a greater risk of autism for the baby. And also there's a specific gene mutation, and what also kind of goes alongside is air traffic pollution during pregnancy. And this is like if a pregnant mother is exposed to
Every year,
air traffic.
1 out of 150 children born are diagnosed with autism. That may not seem like a lot, but in reality, it is. And I know what it's like to live with someone with autism. My stepbrother has autism, and like we said in this presentation, it's basically what we all covered. If you touch them and stuff, they don't like to be touched, and also like about the tics and stuff. It's basically everything in this presentation.